In the past few weeks, I know I haven't done a video for 3 weeks, but things have changed quite a bit in terms of, the picture being a lot more clear. So one thing I want to talk about in this video are some of the new things that I've discovered as to how Higher Basis is going to be a success. This is a beautiful process. You're figuring out what doesn't work, you put that to the side, you figure out what is working, and you are getting closer and closer to the goal. So I'm going to talk about that more to close this video. But initially, I just want to talk more philosophy of entrepreneurship in this video. And one thing that's interesting is I only have 5 followers on my channel right now. 5 followers. So it's me, and I know who they are. It's me, it's 3 friends and acquaintance that I referred to the site and say, oh, go ahead and follow this YouTube channel. And then 1 mystery person. To that mystery person, thank you for being a follower of this channel as well. So here's the thing. The greatest thing about this, I just want to add, is that nobody really cares right now. And as an entrepreneur yourself, if you're watching this, or just someone who's even just thinking about that, just remember this. Nobody cares, okay, unless and until you are successful. Okay, so the whole process, it is a lonely process. And be in love with the process, and you have to be process oriented and keep improving the process. That's it. Do not be outcome oriented. You've probably heard that before. If you're objective oriented, you are going to it's a recipe for failure. Just focus on the objective. The process, Focus on the process, not being objective. Of course, you have an ultimate objective for success. You saw in another video, I talked about how this could be a multi-billion-dollar business because of how scalable it is and the advantages that I can see that this board has and what it could also develop into. But still, you have to have these crazy, lofty ideas. With that said, you should not expect, need, or want encouragement from anybody. It's all you. It's you against you. You can. What is nice though, it's nice to have some backers who are able to say, I critically have looked at what you're doing, and people who know what they're talking about, your friends who are in similar businesses that you're kind of getting into. And if they tell you this seems like a good idea, it helps you understand you're on the right track, because there is something called the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is you don't know what you don't know, and that ignorance can really get in the way of any progress and understanding and success. So if you reach out to other people, that's one of the fastest ways to erase that ignorance. So there is also a video by this famous YouTuber, Patrick Bet-David, and it's a motivational video that this is what I really want to talk about. Probably the most important takeaway in this video. The 99% and the 1%. See, the thing is, again, he was talking about no one sees the process, no one sees the rejections, no one sees the struggles, and the empty bank account, so to speak. Fortunately, in my case, I'm at a big advantage because I have an existing business with a loaded bank account that is bankrolling this business. But with that said, a lot of entrepreneurs are really kind of on a shoestring budget, and it's amazing what some people can do with a shoestring budget. But anyway, the point is, you don't see the struggles at the beginning, and no one even cares. If you don't reach the finish line of success, no one is going to care about this process. That's why this channel is going to keep staying at a pretty low, very low number of followers, subscribers, and that's fine. That's not my point of doing this channel. And so, what else was it? Okay, so here's the thing, the 99% versus the 1%. There's 2 things that they say. The 1% says, the 99% likes to say one of 2 things when they see a really successful entrepreneur. Number 1, they say that this person reached that level because they were lucky. Donald Trump is an idiot, and he reached that level. And you know what? A lot of you are folding your arms right now and saying, yeah, Donald Trump is an idiot. Yeah, he is an idiot. I'm smarter than Donald Trump. Okay, maybe you are smarter than him, but you don't have his qualities. Yes, he had a head start in life. Yes, he was lucky, but that's not why he was successful, because there are so many other people who had the same silver spoon that he had, and they didn't reach the level of success that he's reached in terms of wealth and success in other aspects. And of course, yes, not to deny, he's done a lot of blunders in his life as well. We all do. And I'm not a pro-Trump guy at all. There's a lot of things that I don't like about what he's done as president, and I'm not going to make, this is an apolitical channel though, so I'm not going to go into depth on that. Another thing is, they say, oh, well, I can't do what he did. Steve Jobs is a genius. He's like, you know, he's a genius. I can't think like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett. These guys are just way out of my class. I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. And this is the loser mentality that 99% of people have, because they just don't even want to do it. And look, I was there, I'm there, I've been there, and it just takes a change in your mindset. It's something that you can easily change. So I am very critical of people, the people with the loser mindset, because it's very easy to get out of the mindset. And it's very easy to maximize what you have. So that's basically my point. And so the main thing is being persistent, because success is all just a matter of persistence, and nonstop persistence, and making the use out of the gifts that you have. And we like to also say, oh, you know, a lot of people are very lucky in life and they're living life on easy mode. So if you're living life on easy mode, right, maybe you're like a 10 out of 10 in looks, and that opens tons of doors for both genders actually, and yet people waste that. Or maybe you're physically like a really, you know, you have NBA level athleticism and height, so you can play professional sports and dominate or something like that, right? You know what happens though? People who get into that mindset do become arrogant, and that's a very bad quality. So stay humble. There's only one thing you can really be proud of, okay? And it's the hard work. And so that also brings me to another thing. Like, people often say, oh, Kobe Bryant was super arrogant. I was always saying Kobe Bryant was an arrogant punk, like, because I didn't understand his mindset and mentality. And same thing about Michael Jordan. These guys were, you know, at the pinnacle of their sport during their contemporary period of play. And they got there because they have this drive to succeed and hard work. So look, Kobe Bryant was looking down at others only because, and I don't agree with looking down at others and being arrogant and trying to put people in their place, even on this aspect, but Kobe Bryant was very proud of his hard work. And that's one of the only things that you can be proud of, but don't let it become a source of arrogance. Michael Jordan also, he came into the league, people were smoking crack cocaine and in the locker room, and he was like disgusted by it. And he's like, these people are losers. At that time in the league, that was super common. And he knew that they were not reaching their limits because they were just resting on their gifts that they were naturally bestowed in life. He had all the gifts plus the hard work. And so what happened? He is still super relevant today, and you can't go anywhere without seeing his logo. So that's a testament to having hard work and be gifted as well, winning the genetic lottery. So it's easy to get a big head though. Always stay humble. It's very important. So now, what's happening with Higher Basis? What's the new thing that I've discovered? So last time, all we had, my whole business plan was Google Ads and content creation. And hopefully these Google Ads will get users on the site, and content creation, we will have people eventually, employers posting jobs on our site. Now I have something far better, which is, I'm going to continue with the Google advertising to get users on the site, but I'm also going to do job curating. And so I've hired a job curator. What does that mean? They're going to go to 10 different remote job sites. Higher Basis doesn't have to do a model like they do. Their model of success is they post job ads from other companies, and then when people click, they make money cost per click or cost per conversion. I don't care about cost per click or cost per conversion. I only consider the possibility of getting as many users as possible, number one, and eventually people will also be internationally hiring using the affiliate links we have. And so if Higher Basis creates just 1,000 jobs in affiliate links, I've said it before, using Remote or Oyster HR, that's $1 million revenue for 1,000 jobs created. So I think that that's a reasonable way to sustain and grow, and that's basically it. Success it's not like a straight line. So right now we are just toiling and doing all the different things to get everything solid, and there's going to be an inflection point where this is going to really take off. That's my expectation. And I don't think I can lose, because we don't have the same profit model as anybody else. We're also a candidate search board. So as a candidate search board, that's a completely disruptive way of approaching the hiring process. And we have information for candidates that's very useful to employers who are seeking job seekers. And and the last thing I want to say is I have no entitlement to success, and that's very important. I don't believe that I deserve or have to have success, despite the hard work that I put into this. But and it's very important, because I don't have this entitlement, and I'm not afraid of failing either, because I fortunately have other means to sustain. And as long as that's the case, I have nothing to worry about. I wish the best for this, because it also has a very philanthropic benefit to a degree, because it is going to create opportunities for people out there who do need them, and giving them options. And people need options so that they can get to another level in life. Everyone needs a good start. Not everyone can be an entrepreneur or even wants to be an entrepreneur because of how much hard work is involved, but the freedom that you get for that hard work is worth it. And that might sound a little bit of an oxymoron, but it actually isn't. So with that said, hopefully this video, I think this is kind of one of the most energetic videos I've done, because the more I get into this, the more it just, I don't know, it just really keeps my spirits up. And although it's a lot of work, it's just worth it, and it makes me feel very driven to continue to focus on this, because there's so much potential. Anyway, with that said, I'm now babbling, so I'm going to stop at this point. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.